The first tap ogre out of the gates has his drunken yell of excitement cut short by a wet, thudding sound. The match is on. One down. As he probes in confusion at the lead rod through his head with increasingly weak hands, his brothers cluster in the shadows of the entrance corridor and honk warily at each other. The manatee is in plain sight, standing on the bare sand floor of the arena in a circle of light as thousands of money-clutching spectators peer over the rail for a view of the action. After a minute of loud deliberation, the tap ogre team goes quiet. With a unified bellow, the 5 remaining beasts launch across the arena floor to rush their opponent, huge kapok clubs waving in the smoky air. One goes down to a stomach wound from the manatee's second harpoon and collapses into a bleeding puddle, while the other 4 close undeterred. The manatee suddenly launches into action, lunging to meet the first attacker with low shoulders and wide arms. The carriage-weight brute leaps with legs like steam hammers, but Manatee tracks his trajectory with the unwavering point of his harpoon cannon. At the apex of the jump, the cannon fires with a sickening concussion, and a splash of shredded innard flumes from the back of the attacker. 2 down. The manatee twists and sends the limp corpse into a broken somersault with its own momentum, spinning on a piston leg to face the next attack. Merely 3 seconds after the first leap, the manatee is in the air with murderous intent. The lunar veteran, still reeling from the momentum of the first assailant, follows through his pirouette with a lunge from his diamond-cutting blade. The cutting teeth, backed by the enhanced strength of his pneumatic suit, send the armored flipper straight through the lower abdomen of the tap ogre, chewing up its insides in moments. 3 down. Wrenching the bloodied limb free, the manatee lets the body drop and waits for the 2 mobile survivors to make their move. The bewildered brothers honk in terror and flee, turning their backs on the snarling sea mammal. The manatee is on them in 3 hydraulic strides, cleaving an arm from a shoulder in a brutal sweeping uppercut from ground level. 4 down. While pursuing the final fleeing tap ogre, the manatee stops to crush the skull of the gut-shot tap ogre with a merciful iron foot. 5 down. Seeing his 5th brother's brain smashed to pink paste, the final thug drops his club and quivers in terror, making tragic wailing noises through his big, silly nose. In a stunning display of arrogance, the huge manatee slowly and calmly disengages himself from his powered exoskeleton and climbs out unarmored. Years of intense physical training allowing him to waddle slowly along on land towards his quailing adversary. The tapir cringes. The manatee rears, reaches back like a pimp, and slaps the ogre hybrid. There is no coming back from that. The tapir passes out through booze, shame, and fear, and is quickly dispatched when the manatee gets back in his suit and takes a saw to his throat. 6 down. Manatee unhooks his arms from their weapons and reaches for a victory cigar. Oh yes, I forgot to mention, we sort of cloned a 7th tapir. Oh, the huge manatee!